All right, guys. The English translation of One Piece. Chapter 1136 by TCB Scans is out, so let's review the chapter. The chapter starts off exactly where the last one ended. We see the Straw Hats and the Giants having fun at the party. We get to see some character development for Road, although he still maintains his weird persona. He brings up the topic of Sun God Nika, which gives us some interesting lore reveals. We find out that the main religious books in Elbaf that are read by the Giants are called Harley texts, which are very hard to decipher and translate. According to these texts, the world has already been destroyed twice before, and Nika was involved both times. In Elbaf, the Giants debate over what type of man Nika really was. Some believe Nika will save the world, while others believe he will destroy it. Some say he is a warrior who laughs. These assumptions make it seem like there was more than one sun god Nika. The one thing they agree on is that the arrival of Nika signifies great change, which causes the rulers of whatever time he returns to shake in fear. I believe Nika is one singular deity, someone who will destroy the current world to liberate the people and create a new world of peace. This translation may have been lost in time, and that's why it has caused disagreements among the Giants. Anyways, by this new layer of information, we can now understand what Loki meant when he said that he is the sun god who will destroy the world. Maybe his fruit does actually allow him to transform into some form of sun god, similar to Luffy in Gear 5. I cannot wait to see the reveal of Loki's fruit and his powers. We then get more details about Loki, which further paints him as the bad guy. Since his birth, Loki has been causing nothing but chaos whenever and wherever. He was born to be a destroyer. He endangered countless lives and set wild animals loose in Elbaf villages. Misfortunes hit Elbaf one after another since Loki's birth, as we find out that his mother died 1 year later, after giving birth to him. Yet at the same time, Oda showed us that Loki is not so bad, and there is goodness underneath it all with his conversation with Mosa. We even get to see a panel of King Harold whose face is obscure. It appears he was a strong man, as we can see black lightning leaking out of his sword, which is most likely Conqueror's Haki coating. Furthermore, it is revealed that Loki did in fact go out to sea, but was defeated and captured and sent back to Elbaf by Shanks 6 years ago, which lines up with the year when Shanks became an emperor. Maybe Shanks got his emperor status after defeating Loki. No wonder Loki hates Shanks so much. Luffy is very excited to hear Shanks' name. Anyways, Zoro realizes something is up with Luffy, and Luffy reveals the deal he made with Loki about freeing him in exchange of getting info about Shanks' whereabouts. Love how Luffy is so eager to meet Shanks that he is unable to see the bigger picture of the danger by freeing Loki. Zoro is suspicious about all this and decides to tag along with Luffy to find the key. But both of them are caught by Nami, and she says how they cannot navigate and will get lost without her. We find out that Nami is actually tagging along to steal the treasure from the castle. It is hilarious to see Nami being Nami. Anyways, we then cut away to the underworld where Loki is tied up, and he is approached by the two hooded figure. We then finally get the confirmation that they are actually the Holy Knights, just like we have been speculating, and they have come to recruit Loki and make him join the Holy Knights. Loki refuses their offer, saying he does not want to become a scum like the Celestial Dragons. This opens up an interesting possibility that you can actually become a Holy Knight even if you aren't a Celestial Dragon. Maybe Loki's mother was a Celestial Dragon, which makes him half Celestial Dragon, I wonder. We then get the reveal of the female Holy Knight, and her name is Gunko. We don't get the reveal of the hooded Shanks in this chapter yet. It seems Oda is really trying to hide the left side of him, which may give away whether it is Shanks or his twin brother. Anyways, we get to see the female Holy Knight in action with her powers. It seems like some sort of bandages that extend off of her arm in the shape of an arrow, which looks very similar to the arrow Imu used to kill King Cobra. Now it raises the question whether the Holy Knights are devil fruit users, or did Imu grant them their powers just like the 5 elders? Very interesting. The chapter ends with the two holy knights warning Loki that they will kill the wolf if he doesn't change his mind and join them. Loki, being a true warrior, states that he will simply let the wolf die and bottle up his rage even further before he eventually destroys the world.